Hello, my name's Sarah L. Campbell. Welcome back to my channel. If you've watched last week's YouTube video, you'll know that we've been talking about ideas to help you get started writing your novel. Today we're going to be discussing how to create main characters. So let's jump right in. Firstly, I want to start off by asking you what makes a good character. Hint: think of a character in a novel that you really liked. What makes them stand out for you? For me, when I think of a great character, the following comes to mind. 1. I like to know that they have been through or are going through some struggles. This could be something that has happened in the past that is still affecting them in the present, or it could be something that has happened to them now. This helps me to build a connection to the character as the reader, and if I'm reading a book and the character is going through something difficult or challenging, then it would make me care about the character and want to keep reading to know that things are going to get better for them. I don't care about flat or boring characters that nothing ever happens to. I have to sympathise with the character and be able to see them as a real person. It's even better if I can empathise with something that the character is going through that has happened to me in my own life. This isn't always possible, but if I can at least sympathise with the character, then I will be drawn into the story. Number 2. I also like characters who don't quite fit in with what society expects of them. This could be someone who doesn't abide by the rules that society expects. For example, they could stand up against injustices that are happening in that society. They could also stand up against things that are happening in their own life. For example, this could be a marriage that their parents really want for them, but they don't want. Or it could be that they are trapped in a career and don't want to be in that career and are going to try and get out of it. So following on from what we're saying, I like to see them fight for what they want in life. So if they are stuck in a job that they don't like, they might fight for what they want by discussing it with their boss, for example, or if they are going to have a marriage that they don't want, this might mean that they have to come up against their parents in order to get what they want. Number 4, I like it when the writer gives me a clear picture of the characters. I like to be able to picture the characters clearly in my mind from reading the book. So, one of the things I look for when I'm reading a book is if the main character has any distinguishing features that can help me build up a picture of them in my mind. This could be a particular style that they have, a particular way that they dress, an item of clothing that they always wear, something that they always carry around with them. For example, it could be a habit that they have, that they always like crosswords, for example, or that they enjoy reading mystery stories, something that would help me determine what they look like and what sort of person they are as well. Here's a question for you. Do main characters have to be likeable? I don't think they do, no, but they have to be understandable. For example, your character might be someone who is cold and distant. They might have difficulty forming attachments to others, but as the novel progresses, you will be able to understand as the reader why that is the case. So building on from what we've been discussing, how would I plan a main character? First thing I would do is choose a name for my character. I get a blank sheet of paper and write the character's name at the top. So this could be a name that was based on the time period that they live in, a country that they live in, for example, the type of personality they have. I'd make it appropriate to them and their situation that they are in. I'd also then make some notes about the distinguishing features that they have that we've just been talking about, and also the habits that they have. I'd also make some notes on their background. This might mean that I would summarise the important or key events that have happened to them in their life that have made them the person that they are today. I wouldn't write about when they lost their first tooth or all of their favourite pets if it wasn't relevant to the story. Let's take an example. So it could be that you have a character who maybe didn't get on with their parents in the past and they left home at quite an early age. This has made them into a self-sufficient person, but underneath that they might have regrets about their past and be missing their parents, possibly even wondering what it'd be like to get in contact with them again. The fact that they are thinking all this under the surface about their parents missing them and wondering what it'd be like to get in contact with them might not be immediately obvious to the reader, but it will be there under the surface and more evident as the novel progressed. Also, what has happened to the character in the past will affect the choices that they make and the way that they view the world. I'd also make some notes on the hopes and dreams of my main character that I would be then exploring in my novel. For example, are they looking to find love, find a better career, etc.? I'd also make some notes on who or what could get in the way of what they want. Could it be a family member standing in the way of what they want, or could it be a lack of money that is preventing them from getting what they want? I'd also look at how they're going to overcome who or what is stopping them from getting what they want. So if they did have a lack of money, for example, are they going to look for a higher paid job? I wouldn't make something like that too easy for my character. It isn't going to be a straight road for my character to automatically get what they want. For example, let's say they were already in a job and they wanted a promotion. They were going for the interview, but then they realised that there were a lot of people up against them. This might knock their confidence a bit and make them doubt their own abilities. Then I might be writing about how they would overcome how they were feeling in order to get the promotion that they wanted. And lastly, we're going to look at how will they be changed by what happens to them in the novel. So how will your main character be changed by the journey that they've gone on in the novel? So this, for example, could mean that they are a stronger, happier person than they were. Perhaps it could mean that the career that they thought was right for them wasn't the right career for them after all. They found happiness doing something else, for example. Right, so I hope that was helpful for you. It's just an initial character plan to help you get started thinking about your main character. Next week we'll be discussing settings in the novel, and that's all from me for now. Remember, if you would like to know more about me and my books, please see my website at www.sarahlcampbell.com or follow my blog at sarah@threestrawberrylane.wordpress.com, where I will be putting a written version of this presentation up and also creating an imaginary character with the character plan that we have created today. If you enjoyed this video and are able to do so, please don't feel that you have to, but if you are able to do so and this video has helped you, please consider leaving a donation. You can do so via Buy Me a Coffee. And remember, all advice given here is based upon my own opinion only and should not be taken as professional advice Also, my advice may not be the way you would approach writing. Please remember that everyone has a different way of approaching writing. This video was created in Canva. See you next time. Goodbye. Bye for now.